What we've seen in Asia has been a sustained period of considerable reforms by the two largest countries, not only in the region but in the world, China and India. China started with something like 800 million people living in poverty in the late 70s and has been able to bring that number down to just a few million. But in some African countries, we're actually seeing the opposite, that there are some countries that are, we forecast will have more people living in poverty 10 years from now rather than fewer. So they're moving backwards, essentially. Many African countries are continuing to add young people and poor people, as we mentioned with children, to their ranks, and they're not able to add new jobs or to have them cross the wealth line as quickly as they're adding new young poor people. Some of those who are disproportionately affected by climate change have been and will be people living in extreme poverty. And that's because they're usually people living in a subsistence kind of lifestyle, and they're extremely vulnerable to climate shocks. It's our estimate that the actual target will not be hit. We know exactly which countries need to be focused on to have the largest impact in poverty reduction. So just by focusing aid budgets, research, funding opportunities into a handful of countries in sub-Saharan Africa over the next 10 years can have a disproportionate impact